Suicide amongst teenagers can be prevented by you, their mothers and fathers. Most of the cases of attempted suicide or successfully committing suicide amongst adolescents, they actually told somebody, either their friends, they say something on their social media pages, or they even tell their teachers or somebody they trust, perhaps their father or mother at home. Unfortunately, most parents ignored those warning signs until it's too late. Hi there, I'm Coach JT. I've been working with teenagers since 2016, yes, for the last 5 years. Today, in conjunction with the World Mental Health Day, I would like to do my part to share with you the three most common myths regarding suicide. Myth number one, teenagers who say they want to commit suicide would not do it. That's a myth. They will do it. In fact, they have been wanting to let people know that they want to do it. They have the idea of taking their own lives to end the misery. And why do they say it out before they do it? Well, it's just like you drowning in the pond and you are not a good swimmer. Would you call for help? Would you struggle? Would you try to shout? Would you try to get some air, some oxygen before you finally cannot do anything anymore? Same psychology of people thinking of taking their own lives and ending everything. They want to be heard. They want people to take note. They want people to show some care and concern for them. People who leave the world by committing suicide finds that there is no longer any meaning, and they want to end that painful state of mind. Myth number two, teenagers who have decided to commit suicide cannot be helped. That's a myth. They can be helped. In fact, there are many cases, real cases of teenagers who wanted to die already on that particular moment, and a counselor went to them, their exact location, sat with them for an hour or sometimes 2 hours whilst waiting for their parents to come and pick them up. The counselor has successfully prevented the 17-year-old from crashing the car into somewhere dangerous. So it has been proven again all over the world that just by being there, being with them, staying with them, listening to them, do not need to give them a lot of advice. Just being with them, it's already a very supportive and therapeutic activity that a parent like you can do for your child as well. They can be helped. That brings me to myth number three. By asking about suicide, I will plant the idea into my child's mind. It won't happen. Let me do a short demonstration with you. Hello there, mommy. Have you been thinking of committing suicide lately? I just asked you a suicidal question. Did I plant the idea into your mind? Well, if you have not been thinking about it lately, it wouldn't do anything to you. It wouldn't plant the idea. However, if you have been thinking about taking your own life lately, whether I say it or I don't say it, the idea is still inside your mind. Same goes to adolescents. Same goes to teenagers. By asking him, have you been thinking about suicide lately? It does not add on to the risk. In fact, it's a very helpful question that mommies and daddies have to learn how to ask. 3 years ago, when I was volunteering at the Befrienders Malaysia, we were trained to ask this question when we feel or when we suspect that the caller has suicidal ideation. We will be asking something like this. Caller, can I ask you a question? Have you been thinking of ending this misery by leaving the world? Miss Caller, have you been thinking of taking your own life lately? Mr. Caller, have you been thinking of leaving this world? So these are all the questions that we ask to ascertain the risk of the caller in terms of really taking the action of committing suicide. And let me recap the three biggest myths surrounding suicide. Myth number one, a teenager who says they want to commit suicide would not do it. Myth number two, if a teenager has decided to commit suicide, he or she cannot be helped. And myth number three, by asking your child about suicide, you are actually planting the idea in his or her mind. I hope that this has been encouraging for you. I have given you at least some form of knowledge to enhance your understanding regarding suicide, and I dearly hope that you will like this video and share with your friends who are also parents of teenagers. It will be very helpful. It will be something that you can do on this meaningful day, the World Mental Health Day.